Well, what we're doing here is we're monitoring construction here in the park. Before we do projects like this is basically a drainage and paving project. Before we do those kinds of projects, we work with the designers to kind of design the project to have minimal impact on what archaeology remains might be below the ground. And then we will sometimes do archaeology before the construction crews comes in, but sometimes it's more appropriate to do what we're doing here, which is construction monitoring. So I'm the park's archaeologist, and I'm here watching and recording in areas where we had some expectation they might reveal some of the previous history of the site. And in this case, I'm actually standing within what was the Secretary of the Navy's office, occupied in the late 18th century, basically the late 1790s. The modern brick wall here was put in as part of the park development, and it marks that spot. What we did find is some of the foundation remains and basement areas that date to 19th century buildings that were on the site, and perhaps a bit of the foundation that might date to the Secretary of the Navy's office. We'll have to do a little more research to confirm that. But that's the kind of the typical thing you find during monitoring, and by recording it in photographs and with measurements, we have a record now for the future, and if we plan future work here, we know at what depth, for instance, to expect to encounter those kinds of foundations.